Howdy, gang, and we've just got a few more days till Christmas, don't we, folks? So, this is going to be an extra special for me. I hope it's going to be an extra special watch along for you guys and gals out there for Don't Open Till Christmas. This might be a little hokey and a little bit of a mishmash because it did have no less than three directors working on it. Edmund Purdom started out as the director, and he either left the project on his own or was fired. But we had at least two other guys that worked on the film in the director capacity. So if some parts of the film seem a little confusing, can't even talk. I haven't even had any alcohol today, folks. If it seems a little bit confusing at points and times, just keep that in mind, okay? But I still find this a very fun Christmas slasher. And in this one, we don't have a Santa Claus or someone dressed as Santa Claus doing the killing. It's the reverse. We have someone killing people dressed as Santa Claus. So, got a little bit of a reversal on here. Um, I'm going to have Hope joining me here in just a little bit when we get this movie started. Um, she has never seen this movie before, so I'm really excited to show it to her and share this with her, as well as those of you out there that may have not seen it or not seen it in a while. I'll be glad to reintroduce you to this fun little, quirky Christmas slasher movie. Unfortunately, I can't show the actual Vinegar Syndrome slipcover for this one because it has a lady's boobies on there. So I don't want to get in trouble with the gods of YouTube by doing that. And so I'm showing the original poster art for this one, which I like. I like this. I think this is pretty cool. And Hope just disappeared. I hope she comes back. I may have my husband on here too for a little bit. I sent Steve an invite too. He's in bed, but hopefully he'll be okay. He just joined us under Sleepy, and he's like one of the seven dwarfs was Sleepy. Wasn't there a seven dwarfs that was Sleepy? I don't know. Steve will have to tell me when he comes on here. So I have my peppermint bark and my energy drink, my Welch's, Ghost Welch's energy drink, which is kind of my favorite energy drink right now because I love grape. And I see Steve like sign on camera. So if I want him to be on here, I'm going to probably have to add him soon. So I don't want to get the movie started until Hope gets here. She was on there, but I'm not sure what happened. So hopefully she'll be back in here shortly. Hey, the poet. Hopefully we'll have several people in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and add my dear husband. Well, he just went away. I don't know what happened. Okay, so now I don't have anybody to add. Okay. All right. Well, I guess okay, now he came back. So I don't know what he did. Hi, dear.
Ah,
Good Lord. You sound weird. Why do you sound weird like that?
I'm weird like
Well, now
that.
you sound better now. But wasn't there a seven dwarf that was sleepy?
Yeah, but I don't think he worked hard as I did.
He didn't go hi ho, off to work we go. He didn't do
Look at
that.
my boobs.
Steve's been drinking, folks, early.
No, not really. I'm just
The
tired.
poet says, "Hey, Steve."
Hello there.
They're not used to seeing it. That looked bizarre. If you noticed, he's acting silly. He had a strawberry Rita earlier.
Well, I'm also punch drunk from being so tired.
So, like I said, Steve probably won't be on here very long, but I don't want to get the movie started until
And I'm not going to be on here much longer. I just thought I'd say hey, show my boobs.
and show your man boobs.
Yep.
Steve has man boobs, not woman boobs. You've
Not
never
yet.
seen this movie, The Poet? Surprisingly, I guess a large number of people have not seen this movie. Steve has seen this more times than he wants to.
It's good, I guess.
I didn't figure you'd call it good.
What's her name in that? She's in that booth. That's the
Kelly Baker's character.
yeah. That's one of the best parts.
What, when she's dancing or when the guy dressed in a Santa suit gets killed?
When she starts talking to him and stuff.
Okay, Hope's back. I'm going to hurry up and add Hope here. Hey, Hope.
Hey, Steve.
Hello.
He's here for a little bit. He won't be here very long because he's very sleepy.
I get that.
So, Hope, you're not the only person that hasn't seen this movie. The Poet's not seen this movie either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this should be fun, introducing people to this wonderful Christmas slasher. I see Brink. Is she snoring, Steve, or what is that noise?
I don't know.
Oh, it's up all night on tonight. The Poet. Apparently,
Well, it's on later today. If it is,
Rhonda Shear.
yeah, it's on 10 or so.
Well, I'll probably be done with this by that time, or about done with it, probably. I had forgotten about it. Steve had told me that Rhonda Shear's doing a new Up All Night. For those that don't know, Rhonda Shear was on USA, right, Steve? That's what she was on.
Yes.
She did USA Up All Night. And I just lost Steve. I don't know if he's coming back or not. All right. So, but I am gonna tell people that Sleepy entered the studio again. Okay. Hold on here. What happened to you, Steve?
I don't know. I was messing around in the page and it.
Now
I
you
closed
sound
out of
weird.
it.
You sound like you're gargling while you're trying to talk or something.
I know. I don't know. It's weird. But I'll get out of here and let you do your thing.
All right. Get some rest.
Peace.
Have a good one, Steve.
Okay. So I put a link in the chat for the movie. It's supposed to be the full version of the movie, so hopefully it is. And I sent it to Hope so that she would have something to watch.
I saw I saw it and they cut out like the first they cut out the intro completely, I think.
Well, the thing about this movie, Hope, is it starts right into the movie, and then after the first couple of kills, it goes into the intro. So,
I got you. Okay.
So
interesting.
I have mine queued up 9 seconds in on my Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray, and the guy dressed like Santa Claus is standing outside this building, and he's going to be waiting for his woman to come here shortly. So I'll give everybody a minute or so to get queued up that's going to be watching along tonight, and then me and Hope will go ahead and get started with this one.
Has Steve seen this movie before?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, he's seen it probably more times than he wants to have seen it. You know, I made him do a commentary for it a few years ago, so he probably didn't want to stay for the duration of it. He's pretty tired. Hey, Stacy.
I can tell. He's like,
Yeah, he was half out of it. And plus, like I said, he drank a strawberry Rita earlier after he got home from work. Thankfully he's not going to have to work tomorrow. He just had to work today.
That's good. Yeah, I got a job interview Monday. I'm excited.
That's exciting. Hope, I do want to tell you why you were on here in case you noticed it. I slipped up. I guess my finger slipped, and one of your recent posts that you put up, I
Uh-huh.
meant to put the caring emoji in it. Hit the laughing emoji. I was like, oh crap. I don't need to do that. I don't want Hope to think I was laughing about that. That was
That's the only thing bad about having all those different reactions on there. It's like you hit the wrong one, it could come off like, bad.
hurried up and switched it to the care emoji. I was like, what in the heck?
Yeah, when Facebook introduced those, I'm just like, I think that's going to be a very bad thing.
Yeah, most of the time it's okay, but every once in a while, and if you don't realize that you've hit the wrong one, somebody could go back and look at that and say, boy, they don't care. That was shitty,
Yeah, and people use those on there to be assholes sometimes too. It's like I think they really need to just go back to just doing the like button. I feel like it would. I mean, it don't really bother me. I just feel like it would fix a lot of issues with that app.
Probably would. Yeah, definitely. So I guess we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're ready, Hope, we'll go ahead and get started. And if people come in here later, we can give them a timestamp. But I'm going to do the 3, 2, 1, and we're going to get started. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's play. And we're off and running with this wonderful movie here. There's this guy's woman. And unfortunately, I can't play the audio, or it will get me. YouTube will get me. Can't even play the damn audio for it.
That sucks. I got mine on 4, so hopefully it doesn't catch it or anything.
I can't really hear a lot of it. Sounds like somebody breathing, but other than that. I hear a woman screaming now. You might be a little slightly ahead of me because they're still kissing in the car here.
Oh, damn. Why would people put ads on movies they don't own? Like, that just boggles the shit out of me. Like, you don't own it.
That might be a YouTube thing, though. They may put ads on. I think they do when people are monetized, but I don't know how people are monetized if they're showing copyrighted movies on there.
YouTube's so broken. This app is so broken, Dana. It's
I can't even show clips from movies and be talking about them. They slam me for it.
Do they take your stuff down, or they just like give you a warning?
What they usually tell me is, this is not a copyright strike, but you can't monetize this video because somebody owns these clips. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not monetized on here at all, but on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I'll put clips or whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not getting paid for it, so I'm like, I'm be damned if I'm gonna put some kind of clip or trailer in it.
And I always thought this
intro.
The intro is kind of creepy because you've got this wax Santa Claus, and when it burns down, you've got a knife inside there.
Interesting.
I just think this is it's a bizarre intro.
Now they're at a party.
Mm-hmm.
This is supposed to take place on Christmas. Why they at looks like a Halloween party?
I guess they're having a like a masquerade type thing. Maybe this is a movie from the UK, folks. So maybe they do things a little bit different there. Maybe they have parties like this at Christmas time. I don't know. But you're right, Hope. It does look like a Halloween party.
Well, okay, now you got the Santa. Okay. But yeah, once I get started getting this job going, I'm gonna get that Blu-ray of Black Christmas.
Oh yeah. I think you're really good. I mean, you watched it already with me, but I think you're gonna like it even more when you sit there and watch it on your own and get to experience everything. Because sometimes when you're doing commentaries or watch-alongs, it's hard to pay attention to every little tiny thing in it.
Right.
And the girl's boyfriend that has that pig mask is weird too.
Yeah, it's a bizarre. Like when I think of Christmas, I don't think it's like a mixture of Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah.
No, there's somebody with a knife.
Since we're on the subject of Edmund Purdom because he partly directed this and acted in it. Have you seen the movie Pieces, Hope? That he was also in?
I don't think so.
You need to see that one. Maybe I can do a watch along for it sometime again soon. You can be on there with me.
I mean, everybody's not okay. Okay, let's just be realistic now. If somebody got shot like that with a bow and arrow and they're bleeding out in a party, everybody be screaming. They wouldn't just be like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on?"
Well, the only one that there's like one woman that screams, and then everybody else is, like they're on drugs or something.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, this don't faze me. I've seen this every day," or some shit.
I see something go into the back of a guy's head and come out of his mouth, a spear.
This guy looks like Ronald Reagan.
I think me and Steve thought he looked like a really super young Claudio Simonetti, who was the head guy in the band Goblin that Argento used a lot for music in a lot of his films. I think that guy's name is Jerry Sundquist, and unfortunately, several years after this, he killed himself.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Not trying to bring anybody down, but that's just one of those.
That's just one of those
backstories. And speaking of Edmund Purdom, there he is.
I made Kool-Aid.
I may get my Grinch punch out here in a little while.
Did you put some liquor in it?
No, I haven't put any liquor in it yet. I don't really have any liquor that I would want to put in this.
I think the only thing I'd say would be good with probably vodka.
Yeah. I have to watch myself with vodka though. I've gotten really sick on it.
Oh, vodka and me are best friends. As long as it's Grey Goose, I can't do anything else, like smearing off and all that crap.
Mhm. There's Edmund Purdom again in the on the left there with the brown jacket on. And I think this actress, the blonde, I think her name is Belinda Main. Don't ask me what else she's been on. I can't name anything. I just remember Steve, like when we did the commentary for it, when he said that her father was a victim of another victim of the Santa murder. Steve went, Santa murder? I don't know. Sometimes he does silly things on commentaries. Uh oh. Yeah. Well, that chestnut vendor just got toasty. And then he caught on fire. Somebody put a lot of bows on that present. I usually only put one bow per present.
There's like 3 on here.
Right. And I tell you, Edmund Purdom's housekeeper in this, the one that gets the present when it arrives,
Mm-hmm.
she's weird because, like, she after he leaves for the day, she says, maybe he'll show me the evidence photos of the murders on Monday or Wednesday or whatever she says. And I'm like, oh woman, why would you want to look at the murder pictures?
Mm.
And if y'all noticed, if you're watching along, this is not just the regular Scotland Yard. This is the new Scotland Yard, or new at the time. I don't know what the difference is, but
Is it me or is there a crap ton of Christmas horror movies in the 80s?
there was a crap ton of Christmas horror.
Like, is there? I don't think. I mean, besides now, like the last few couple of years, there's like been a few remakes of Black Christmas. I know they're currently They remade a Silent Night Deadly Night, which I want to get that.
I heard from somebody that it was pretty good. They didn't have much hope for it, but they went to the movies and saw it and said it was pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely want to check. It says it's supposed to be really gory. I'm like, I'll definitely check it out.
It's going to have to be pretty damn gory though to beat out Terrifier 3.
Well, they said it's from like the producers or like from Terrifier 3. I'm just like, I mean, I'll judge that for myself, but yeah, I was like, I want to see it in the theater, but I don't think David wants to go see that in the theater.
Yeah.
He's really particular on what he wants to see in the theater. Like, it's like, okay.
I'm kind of particular about what I want to see in the theater too. I have to have a real good feeling about something before I want to shell out money to go to the movies these days. Because I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but it's really super expensive to go to the movies, especially if you want to get popcorn and and stuff like that. And it ain't going to the movies if I don't get me a popcorn.
Oh yeah, you gotta have popcorn and a drink.
Steve would go to the movies by himself before we were together, and he would. I said, "Would you get you a popcorn and a drink?" Nope. But he sure eats what I get, and drinks. If I don't get both of us a drink, he'll take sips of mine. Why? That is the most puny Christmas tree I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's not even a Christmas tree. That's just like some.
That's spring.
If somebody say, "Oh, there's my tree," I'm just like, "That ain't no tree. Don't know." David was wanting to get a Charlie Brown tree. I'm like, "We're getting an actual tree." He's like, "Oh."
I do have a Charlie Brown tree, but it's not my main Christmas tree. It's a musical one and plays like the Peanuts music.
Oh, that's cute.
I also have a mini like leg lamp. I don't have one of those full size leg lamps because they're like $200 and something. But this one is about this big. Steve called this guy the British David Hess. I thought that was funny. For those of y'all that don't know who David Hess is, he was in the original Last House on the Left as Krug. He made a career of playing really sadistic bad guys in movies.
So, David pre-ordered me a game at GameStop, and we got it today. Because originally it was supposed to come out in November, but when we got there, it was like, yeah, it's been delayed till December. I'm just like, the fuck? I'm like, okay, but this is the game he got me.
Oh, cool.
The Terrifier Art the Clown game. It's like in the style like the old arcade games.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I got that. He's like, that's your Christmas present.
Hey, Gory Tiger. Oh yeah, there's the Santa Claus that gets his brains shot out of the back of his head. That's lovely.
That's one thing about slasher movies I've never been a fan of. Like when certain slasher movies do that, is they use guns. Because I'm like, when I think of a slasher, they a knife or not a gun. I feel like a gun's just like it just doesn't. I don't like it. Like the only person that gets away with that for me is Art, just because Art just is ridiculous. So he gets away with it. But when anybody else, like when they did in Scream, like the newest Scream, last Scream, I believe, when they use guns, I'm just like, I don't like that.
And I could see that. If you think about it, it is sort of lazy. You're making a slasher. Why not come up with another creative kill that's a slasher kill? Don't cop out, just use a gun.
Yeah, because they used like a shotgun or what's like go say. I'm like that shit. That's lazy. I don't like that. Like that. I mean, I didn't hate the movie. It didn't like take me. It didn't like ruin the movie for me. But I'm just like that's one part I didn't like. I'm like, I didn't hate the movie, but that's like Jason using a shotgun. Like what kind of shit's that?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Also, Steve, I remember Steve saying something funny about this. He said, "Why don't these cops get off their asses and quit playing music and go find the killer?" Because that does look like a bunch of cops that are playing instruments and stuff. And you also got several shots of early 80s British punks, the British punk scene.
So they're all British. Yeah, because you said this was a British horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, David probably wouldn't like it.
Does he not? Does he not like British movies?
No, he's not a fan. Like I try, like he doesn't like British comedy at all. Like I know he probably wouldn't like
I love
Sophie.
British comedy, but I think British comedy is an acquired taste, though. Either you
Yeah.
like it or you don't.
My dad likes it. I like it because I love Shaun of the Dead, the Hot Fuzz. You know the end. This is the end or the end of the war, or whatever that movie. The last one was called, but.
Uh,
I need to watch the Monty Python movies because everybody said you love those. If you like British comedy and all that, you love those movies. I'm like, yeah, I need to watch those.
Oh, the Monty Python and the Holy Grail and stuff like that. I love those. I love those. My brother got me into those things because he kept telling me about them saying there were rabbits with sharp, pointy teeth and stuff. And he kept telling me about all these funny things. And I was like, well, I got to watch this. And, I like the Pink Panther stuff.
Hmm.
And I think I like things like the Magic Christian. If you've never seen the Magic Christian, Hope, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it. Peter Sellers is on it,
Hmm.
and Ringo Starr. And Peter Sellers plays this real rich guy, and he adopts a grown man who is Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr plays this homeless guy,
Hmm.
and Peter Sellers ends up adopting him, and they go out to prove how corrupt society is. If you give somebody enough money, they'll do any damn thing.
Oh yeah. That's how the society works. You give someone enough money, they'll do pretty much whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
Which
For
is,
those of you that want to see a little boobage, you're getting some boobage now, courtesy of this chick.
I don't think Mom probably have that because it's YouTube.
Played by Pat Astley. Dude, you should have known not to bring your girlfriend where they're going to have some naked chick and then say, oh, yeah, we're going to do some doubles later. It's like, no, we're not.
No, we're not. Damn it.
And so Cliff, the boyfriend, his friend Jerry keeps making the mistake. Keep in mind that Belinda Main's character, her father got killed dressed as Santa, and this guy keeps bringing up Santa stuff. I'd be like, I'm not wearing a wig and changing my appearance and getting naked to do pictures. No, thank you.
I like her Christmas outfit.
Yeah. And then Cliff acts like he's going to kill his friend, for getting out this Santa costume. And then the next thing you know, he's out there with that Sharon and she's naked except for this, basically except for this Santa outfit or Father Christmas, if you want to get British about it.
Yeah, if I showed David this movie, he'd be like, "What the hell?" Especially at the beginning of the party, he's like, "What?" I'm like, "It's a British movie, babe," and he's gonna be like,
Exactly.
"I don't watch British movies; they confuse me."
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. years and years ago, when I was still living with my parents, I started talking to this guy from the UK, Andy, his name was, and he wanted to come see me. And, I saw him one time and, nothing happened. We went out to eat and stuff, but that was it. And then he went back to the UK and found him a French girl and got all caught up with her. But anyway, that's beside the point. But when he came to visit me, he had a blister on his foot and he said he needed some plaster. Did we have any plaster? And I figured out, oh, you need a Band-Aid. And he was like, yeah, But that just goes to show you another term, they use plaster instead of Band-Aid. My mom was trying to figure out what it was he needed. I said, Mom, he needs a Band-Aid for a blister he's got on his foot. And he kept talking about the UK, and Dad thought he was talking about Kentucky basketball.
That's funny.
Dad told me that later. I thought that was hilarious.
My mom and dad, they like Kentucky basketball.
But I was like, Dad, why would you think a guy from overseas would be talking about University of Kentucky basketball?
I don't think basketball is even the thing over there.
If it is, it's not a big thing.
So far, I really like this movie.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's one of those I gotta write down when if I see it on DVD or a Blu-ray, I'll have to pick it up.
I mean, I don't know. Vinegar Syndrome might have some more copies of it. That's where I got my Blu-ray.
Get it on VHS.
Yeah, exactly. I used to have it on VHS.
I miss VHS.
I do too. Just sometimes I just feel like I'd like to just watch a old gritty, grungy, old slasher film on VHS.
Like they're coming out with these VHS players that have HDMI cords and all that. I'm like, I mean, that's cool, but if I'm watching an old movie like that, I'm watching it on an old TV like the.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, you can hook it up to a new TV, but it wouldn't be the same feeling, I think.
It's kind of defeating the purpose if you want to go back in time,
Yeah.
To how they were originally.
Like, bring back those TVs.
There you go. Just for the purposes of using a VCR with it.
Yeah, well, whoever thought to make TVs flat screen, that's, I know they, my uncle and so did my dad, they both had remember those giant TVs that were like screens?
Yeah.
Big TVs or whatever. I don't know what the name of them were, but they were gigantic. But those were kind of the age of okay, we're going to this flat screen, and those died out because you don't see those at all now.
Right.
Now you just got the regular phone. I remember when they was doing the those oval TVs. I thought those were weird.
Yeah. I like when Pat Ashley's character, she opens up her robe and she shows her boobs and she said, "I'm a professional." I think Sergeant Powell's a horn dog. Because he's always trying to get as close to these women as he can. Now here is what Steve was talking about, where Kelly Baker, who's a British actress that was also in Slaughter High.
I know a commentary we need to do.
What's that?
Auntie May, I don't know what it called, Auntie May meat pies or something.
Oh, Auntie Lee's meat pies.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I own that movie.
great movie. I remember the first time I saw, the first time I watched it, I'm like, what the hell did I just watch?
Right.
Like, I watched it on Tubi because I'm like, I was just bored. I'm like, I want to. This was been a few years ago. I saw it on there. I'm like, this just looks downright ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll have to drag that one back out, and we can do one maybe after the holidays or something. We can.
Mhm. That's one I need to get David to watch. He would probably watch it and be like, this sucks. He's very particular when it comes to like horror movies. Because the ones I like, he's just like, these just suck.
Steve tells me like he used to watch a lot of this type of stuff, and now he says, "Dana, all you want to watch is this shitty old stuff you've seen a zillion times." I said, "But I have fun with it, though." I mean, I've got the movies memorized. I've seen them so much, but it's something that you don't really have to concentrate on. You can just sit there and you can enjoy it. And if you're feeling bad or something, you just don't have to expend much energy to watch something like this.
Exactly.
Steve claims this is his favorite scene. I don't know if maybe.
Yes.
Steve, what are you doing up? He just he's like a damn cat. He scares me usually. He'll just show up and I'll hear his voice. But see, I've got my webcam on and I could see him in the corner. And I was like, who is that? Now, oh, that's Steve.
David be scaring me sometimes too, so I get it. Be like, especially if I'm taking a shower, he'll just like. There was one time he scared the shit out of me. I'm like, because I was not feeling good or whatever. Or no, I don't know if I wasn't feeling good, but I was like, yeah, I was just like resting my head, and he came out. It just opened the curtain. I'm like, oh my god. I'm
But
like,
Steve makes absolutely no noise, and then you just hear his voice, and just scares the crap out of me when he does that. That was a pretty bloody kill there too. The Santa Claus at the peep show. I tell you, Cliff acts like a turd sometimes. But then Belinda Main's character acts like a turd too, because she got mad because she said, "You spent all night looking for that girl," and then she got mad because he went looking for Jerry so he could punch Jerry. And she said, "And you left that girl alone." It's like, make up your mind. What are you mad at him over?
swear.
Yeah, she said, here's what she gets mad at him. She said, "You took that girl outside dressed like that."
Have you reviewed or did a commentary or a watch along for another Christmas horror movie, Jack Frost?
No, I've never done one for that, but that probably would be a good one to do one over.
Have you seen Jack Frost?
Yeah.
That's a good one. And then they
Yeah,
made the sequel.
it's crazy and off the wall, but it would definitely be fun for a watch along. is Edmund Purdom giving her his private number? Was he got? Has he got the hots for her? I think he does.
Probably.
She's young and pretty. And this guy unfortunately killed himself too. The guy playing Giles there. He was married to a woman who I think she died of cancer, and when she died, he couldn't deal with it and ended up committing suicide. So unfortunately, there's more than one person that committed suicide that was in this movie. I believe his name is Alan Lake. Hope went upside down for a second. That is a humongous map behind Sergeant Powell, too. I mean, that's huge.
Having a cigarette.
Yeah, keep in mind, folks, this is an older movie, so you will see a lot of people smoking in it.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of people smoking cigarettes in movies now. Which I don't mind. I like to have a cigarette once in a while. I remember when I was a kid, you go to Frisch's and there'd be a smoking and non-smoking section.
Yeah. I remember restaurants that, like Long John Silver's. I remember when Long John Silver's started having a smoking and non-smoking, and my mom was a smoker. My dad smoked for years too, but then one day my dad said, "I'm done," crumpled up the pack of cigarettes, never went back to them. Never had the urge to go back to them. Now, my mom, on the other hand, bless her heart, she's tried to quit several times and not been able to.
Damn. With me, I can pretty much go like a few days without be all right. I'm not like one of those people that have it like constantly. I have to be in the mood for one. People get so mad at me for that. Like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know.
I think some people have more of an addiction to it. And
Yeah.
other people are just, they could take it or leave it. They're not just, I got to have one,
Right, like certain people are addicted to certain things. Like you may be addicted to this, but that person might not be addicted to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the poet, this movie is an hour and 26 minutes long. Not a very long movie. And now, shortly, folks, we're going to be seeing what's referred to as the London Dungeon. And this is a real place. And I don't know why, but I guess evidently it's a popular attraction where it basically shows, I don't know if they're wax figures or what they are, of different deaths and torture. I'm not sure why anybody would want to go through that and look at that, but whatever, whatever floats your boat.
there's a person going around killing fake Santas and shit. Why the hell would she be wearing a Santa costume knowing this?
Yeah.
You know, I'll be telling everybody that does that, don't wear them until we figure out who this killer is.
Yeah. But as we all know, there's real life logic and there's horror movie logic.
Right.
If we didn't have horror movie logic, there would be no horror movies because the people would do the smart thing and they'd last about 10 seconds.
Pretty much.
Hope, would you want to go in the London dungeon and look at all this?
I haven't even got there yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'll tell you when I do see, I'll let you know. Oh crap! Wait, yeah, I'm seeing it now.
It's very bizarre looking.
That's that's an actual place. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's called the London Dungeon. I'm guessing maybe people pay to go in there and look at this stuff.
Now, would you like to see a remake to this?
It probably depends on who is going to do the remake.
Rob Zombie.
Right. Well, it might be interesting to see, but he'd probably have a bunch of white trash people going around there. I can almost guarantee he would.
Sure.
No, Rob Zombie or anything, but he'd probably have a bunch of white trash hicks or something, rednecks, killing people in Santa suits.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Actually, maybe Steve might have bought me this movie. I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't want to say that I bought it when he may have gotten it for me as a Christmas
Do
present.
you have the Blu-ray or 4K or whatever you got?
I have a Blu-ray of it, and this is from Vinegar Syndrome. But that's not to say you probably couldn't go on Amazon and find, if they've got some Vinegar Syndrome copies, you might be able to find it that way, and it'd probably be cheaper. Now, I think that's a real body there. I think that was that chick when he first busted in there. Yeah, I don't think that's fake, dude. I'd say this guy's going to be toast soon. How you feeling, Hope? Do you feel like you're getting over whatever you had, or?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm starting to get to the end of it. Like I feel like, I'm definitely a lot better than what I was.
That's good. Nobody wants to be sick, but especially nobody wants to be sick at the holidays.
Right, I'm just like, it's because of the weather changing drastically. Crap.
Then it's going to go and get warm again, and then it'll probably get cold again. I just wish it would stay cold, and it'd kill all the germs off, and we'd be better off, I think.
You're not a fan of the hot weather?
No. Especially not warm weather when it's Christmas time. If I wanted warm weather at Christmas time, I'd live in Southern California or Florida or something. Wow, we're already 43 minutes into this movie.
Mhm.
The movies go by just super quickly. I hear a kitty cat.
Yes, Gizmo.
Hi, Gizmo.
No.
Maybe Gizmo wants to be on the watch along.
You want to be on the watch along, huh? I had to give him a bath about a week or two ago. Gizmo wasn't liking that.
I doubt it. Cats don't. I've always heard that cats don't like getting wet.
No, they don't. Like some cats don't mind it, but there's still some cats are just like when they don't like it, they don't like it.
Right.
It's like I don't know what is their deal with it, but
Poor old cats. They look like drowned rats whenever you get them wet, though.
oh yeah.
They probably think, "What in the hell are you doing to me here? You got me
I'm
so."
like, well, it's like
But some dogs love a bath and some hate them. I mean, it just depends. I used to have a dog when I lived with my parents, a little weenie dog, Shorty, and he would jump back in the bathtub after I'd already given him a bath. He liked the bath so well. And then he would get the zoomies. Whenever I gave him a bath, he'd run all over the house. Made him feel good.
oh shit.
Yeah.
He killing him.
That was the guy that got kicked in the balls with a knife on the shoes, didn't
Yeah,
he?
that. I'm gonna ask Dave. I'm like, can I do that to you?
He might be like, no, no, thank you. You're gonna see an even cringier, be even cringier for men here coming up. It hurts me thinking about it, but I don't have a penis, so it's not gonna it's not gonna hurt me as bad as a man watching it. This reminds me these little shops and stuff. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I'd go to the county fair and people would have all these tables set up where they'd be selling all kinds of stuff. Do you remember those days, Hope?
Yeah. We had a thing. Well, it's actually here where I live in downtown. Where I live, they have a festival called Harvest Homecoming, and well, actually, it's been like 2 years ago. I think now that somebody got shot down there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, you live in Louisville, so it's not that far from me. But I don't know if you heard about that or not.
No, I didn't hear about that one, but that's awful.
Yeah, they never had that in the history of that event. They've never had that happen ever.
I guess did somebody piss somebody off and they just
But it was just somebody in the wrong place at the wrong time.
uh
And yeah, it was crazy. Like the person was 19 years old that died.
so sad. I wish I could get by sometime. Well, when I was a little bit younger, I wish I could have gotten by with wearing a leather skirt like Kelly Baker's got on.
I got leather pants. I don't got no skirt.
I've got not real leather pants, but I've got fake leather pants, and
Fake. Yeah, that's what I got. The fake pants. Like the real one's like expensive.
yeah, I couldn't afford the real leather pants. But I wore these fake leather pants one time. I went out with my neighbors, and we went out and had a few drinks and stuff like that. But I vowed I would never go to this bar in Louisville that we went to. They have dueling pianos there, and we just went to have fun. But I vowed I would never go to this or any other bar really late at night or stay late, because the later we stayed, the more raunchy people got. And like, I didn't have Steve with me, but I still had a ring on my finger. I had a wedding ring, and this guy came up to both me and my neighbor, and she had her husband with her. And he asked us to dance with him, and we were like, "No, we're just, we're just gonna sit here, And then somebody bumped a guy with a glass of beer, and it spilled all over the back of my shirt. I was like, "Yep, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore." Hey, Carlos, YouTube changed your name. Well, I think unfortunately YouTube does a lot of weird stuff.
Yes, they do.
They better not ever change my name. I like the Evil Dead shit.
So, what made you come up with that name?
Because if you ask me what my favorite horror movie of all time is, it's Evil Dead.
Yeah, I remember being.
Whenever I decided on a screen name or a handle or something like that, I was like, okay, Evil Dead chick.
I'm just like I always ask people like when they say what their favorite horror movies, they tell me like I'm wondering like what makes it your favorite one? Like is it just like the effects, the story?
I just like with me and the Evil Dead, I just love everything about it. I love the effects. I love the quirkiness. I love the way Sam Raimi shot it. I love Bruce Campbell being the lead in it. I love everything about it. There's not one damn thing with Evil Dead that I don't like. And I guess that's why it's my favorite horror movie. And I don't even have to think. If somebody says, "What's your favorite horror movie of all time?" The Evil Dead.
I feel like the Evil Dead remake.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to go there. Steve watched that again the other day. He said, "You ain't going to like this, Dana." I said, when I saw it, I was like, whatever, just watch it.
I like it. I think it's I like it a lot. I saw it in the theater. Did you see it in the theater or did you wait for DVD?
No, me and Steve went to the theater and saw it, and it's the closest. I never get up and walk out of movies, and I didn't walk out of this one, but it's the closest I've ever come to getting up and walking out of a film. Carlos, you say you saw the Evil Dead back in '82. That's awesome. I wish I could say that, but I was very, very young in 1982. I was born in '76, so I wouldn't have been able to see it when it came out.
Did you like the Evil Dead Rise?
I did, but a lot of people hated that.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
But I always say to each their own, it's what makes the world go around. If everybody
I haven't rewatched it since seeing it in the theater. But like the whole time, I was like covering my eyes because I was just like grossed out by the eye stuff. Because when it comes to like,
Yeah,
eye stuff, that makes me sick to my stomach.
yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, this I can't do this. I'm like, I didn't like it. So I'm like, I might rewatch it. Like, I wonder if it's still as bad as I thought it was.
Well, you probably would find it hard to watch the movie Anguish, which is an older movie. Um, this guy actually goes around killing people and cutting their eyes out and saving them. And so, yeah, you probably wouldn't. I used to work with a girl that she could not stand any kind of eye trauma in movies at all.
Yeah, I like that skirt.
I do like Kelly Baker's skirt, but man, she could pull it off. I don't think I could have ever pulled it off, even when I was younger. I think Kelly Baker's cute. I've always, she's not glamorous, but she's cute. Um, I may try to see Evil Dead Burn the Poet. I'm kind of intrigued by it.
Is there a trailer out yet?
I wanted to say there was, but maybe I'm wrong. Um, Carlos, I have seen Evil Speak. If you're talking about the one with Clint Howard in it, I like that movie.
This movie, I like it. This is like all. It could become like a Christmas, Halloween, BDSM movie.
It could be a lot of different things.
Sort of like it's some shit. I like it. It's different.
Hmm. And like I said earlier, some people might not like it because there were a lot of cooks in the kitchen as far as directing duty. But I just think it makes it a little bit unique too.
I think anytime you do a watch along in a movie I've never seen, I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna hop on just because I'm gonna end up probably liking it.
Right. Well, I would have asked you, Hope, but I didn't know if you had anything planned for tonight. But anytime you ever want to come on something that I'm doing, I do not mind. I always like having somebody on here with me. It makes these watch alongs better, I can tell you that much, than just me on here just talking about it. I eventually get lost in the movie and stop talking about it. So that's not real good either.
You could tell this is made by 3 different directors.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I'm not complaining. That's they did what they had to do, like offer, like stitch it together and made a pretty good movie. I say so far.
I mean, I don't think it's incoherent or anything like that. It's just you can tell that the uh, the fabric of the movie changes a little bit at different points in times. And they do show a lot of uh, big things in the UK. The Piccadilly Theatre, the London Dungeon, different things are highlighted. Now, we're going to see Miss Caroline Monroe here in a little bit. And I love Caroline Monroe. God bless her. I do. I love her. And what I'm about to say, I don't want, anybody to take it as offensive towards her. But in this song and dance number that's coming up, she looks so stiff in it. Um, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because this thing had 3 different directors and maybe the director that was directing at that time didn't give her the right direction. or she just didn't feel comfortable doing the scene or what. But for those of you that are watch along, you'll see what I mean here in a little bit. Oh, Fear No Evil from 81, Carlos. Yes. I think these locations, though, that they use are very atmospheric in this movie, too.
Oh yeah.
And there's Caroline Monroe here, but she looks okay here. But it was when she starts singing and dancing, doing her performance, that it just doesn't seem natural.
Wouldn't.
I'll see what Hope thinks about this. I mean, I like the song, the Warrior of Love or whatever, but it's just like this. Caroline Monroe's movements and stuff in here just don't seem natural.
I'm so lost. This is like okay, like I didn't expect a music or like a set or a
Number.
concert in the movie. Looks like what's her name, Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. But you do have an intercut with someone stalking this guy dressed as Santa, though. It's the way she's walking and stuff. It's like, what in the world? Maybe it's that dress is too tight. I don't know. Uh-oh. And she's got tinsel strung all over the apartment. So they don't really explain too much about this Parklands. I think there may have been some extra scenes that didn't end up, they ended up on the cutting room floor that explain what Parklands is. Apparently, Parklands is, she says, a lunatic asylum, but, an asylum for mentally ill people. And I think she thinks that Harris, played by Edmund Purdom, was maybe in the asylum, but Guys, I'm going to leave y'all in the capable hands of Hope for a minute or two because I got to take a restroom break, but I will be right back.
Yellow. Calm down. Hey, everyone. Another forgotten classic from 1981, Fear No Evil. I've never seen that one. I'll have to check it out. What's the best movie you saw in video shappy days that you have not done a watch party for yet? I have no idea. There's a lot of movies. Like, I don't know if that's a specific, like, thing or what is, like, but, like, movies I like to see, do a watch along for. Probably Tremors. The Elm Street remake. See the Chucky. Check out the underrated Mexican horror movie from the 80s, Poison from For Ferris. You can maybe find it on American Movie Classic Plus. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, for real. Gallagher! My cat's being a butt. Get your butt down. Check out Night Man. Huh. But yeah, so far this movie's been really good. I really liked it. I'm glad I came on tonight. Gallagher, what the fuck are you doing? Gallagher.
I've never heard of Poison for Fairies from the 80s. That was something Carlos was talking about there. Oh, this is the part I was talking about where this guy's going to get something severed here. Very painful looking. There's probably several guys crossing their legs right now if they're watching this. There's another scene where you would expect her to be screaming her head off, that little lady coming in there to clean and sees that, and she's just like, oh, but nothing else. Oh, that's interesting, Carlos. I'll have to see if I can find that movie.
Which, yeah.
Steve may already have it somewhere. You know, you never know. Sometimes I'll ask him, you heard this movie? Oh, yeah, I got it on the hard drive.
It's about a little girl who wants to be an evil witch. Interesting.
Truth be told, I think Belinda Main's character here of Kate has a thing for Edmund Purdum's character too. Why, I don't know. I'm not saying Edmund Purdum's a bad looking dude, but he's probably old enough here to be her dad.
Can you believe Christmas is in like a few days?
No, it just when I was a kid, and Hope probably remembers how it was when we were kids, that it seemed like it took centuries for Christmas to get here. because we were all excited, wondering what we was going to get for presents and all that. But now it's just like it just flies around. I did finally get my presents wrapped and all my candy and cookies made.
Yay.
So, guys and gals, we're getting to the, I guess you'd say the final quarter of the movie. We're an hour and 8 minutes in. I've heard of Even the Wind is Afraid, Carlos. You say there's a 1968 Mexican horror movie called Even the Wind is Afraid, a movie with a similar plot to the 1990 hit movie Ghost. Interesting. I did, the poet. Every one of my pets, even little Ozzy, my dormouse, he got a gift, and I made him his own stocking. But yeah, every one of my pets gets a gift. Now we're starting to see that there's something very wrong with Giles here. I like Hope's profile pic there.
Thank you. Oh.
So we find out that Giles is Inspector Harris's brother, and we're going to find out more about why Giles is the way he is. Why he's crazy.
Since Welcome to Derry was so good, they're talking about doing a TV series for HBO for The Shining.
Oh, interesting. I'd want to check that out.
Well, yeah, I can't wait for you to check out Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, I've got to do that too, because the parts that I saw have been interesting.
It's probably the best version of all the material. Like better than the miniseries and better than the last two movies, I'd say. Mostly because of storytelling. Like that was just perfect.
So the first time I saw this movie, though, I was surprised that they killed Kate's character off.
I feel like now I gotta check out more horror Christmas movies.
There you go, Hope.
Is there any more that you know?
Well, let's see. I did a top 10 Christmas horror last night
I know I saw that on my mother, and I was asleep. I'm like, God damn it! I would have liked to watch that. Like, I need to go back and watch that.
because, I mean, I talked about Black Christmas, which you watched with me, and I talked about this one, but I also talked about Christmas Evil. I talked about Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2.
The
Um,
3, 4, and 5.
yeah, I didn't talk about those, but yeah, there are those. I talked about Silent Night, Bloody Night. I talked about pranks, or it's called pranks, or the dorm that drip blood, or death dorm, depending on which version you watch. Death dorm is actually the uncut version. Um, I talked about Gremlins, because even though Gremlins isn't an all-out horror movie, it does have some horrific things in it. There is and I have yet to see this one, and this one was from the late 80s, a Christmas horror movie called Elves. If you really want to see a gritty, grungy exploitation um, horror movie that has Christmas themes to it, Hope, watch Maniac, the original Maniac with Joe Spinell.
Hmm.
I think Hope's got another commercial there. I hate that because I forget sometimes if you're not paying for like premium through YouTube, you'll have those commercials periodically.
Yeah, I was just like, why is this on here?
So I think sometimes Hope gets caught up with me, and then a commercial will come, and then she'll get a little bit behind.
Yeah, because it's like, so I watch like the movies Dana usually picks out. They're usually 9 times out of 10 they're on Tubi,
Hmm.
or they're on some streaming service, unless it's some like obscure horror movie or whatever. Then it's like, okay.
You are
Um,
right, Carlos. Joe Spinell was in Rocky and The Godfather. He was actually um, a pretty prominent actor back in the day. He was also in the film Cruising, which Cruising's not going to be for everybody because of certain themes. But I still think it's a pretty good movie.
this cat loves watching TV.
Really. My dogs like watching TV.
I feel like this is like many movies put together.
Yeah. Well, coming up, like here in just a little bit, um, Kelly Baker's trying to get away from her character's trying to get away from Giles, and she hits him in the head, and then she asks him where the freaking key is to the door. Like, why would you do that? Why would you ask the guy that's kidnapped you for the key?
Hmm.
That's right, Carlos. Joe Spinell was also in the 1982 hit Night Shift.
Where's the key?
Yeah, she asked him where's the key, like the guy that kidnapped you's gonna just
Why
hand
did,
it over.
why did this guy look like Marv?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
does. He does kind of. Yeah, I think Kelly Baker's rocking that leather skirt. So shortly here, we're gonna see why Giles was crazy, why he was killing people dressed as Santa Claus. But here's something strange too. It looks like Inspector Harris is having the nightmare about what Giles sees or saw on, Christmas Eve, or I guess it's Christmas Eve, um, back when they were little boys. But when little Giles gets this Swiss Army knife, it's like he's stabbing at the air, like he's stabbing a person. It's like, why would everybody think that's cute? Wouldn't they be asking what's wrong with this kid? Yeah, what a clever boy you are, Giles. And I hope I'm not running it for Hope because I think I'm still a little bit ahead of her.
Oh,
Um,
you're fine.
so Charles goes to go into his bedroom and finds his daddy dressed as Santa Claus screwing around with this blonde chick. I don't know who she is. And then the mother comes upstairs and sees this. And I have no idea why, folks, because I've heard it's French women that don't shave their armpits, but this is supposed to be a British woman, and she's got a whole bunch of hair under her arm when she falls down the stairs. Don't ask me why. And so we're getting to the final few shots of the movie where Edmund Purdum's character of Inspector Harris finds out that the don't open till Christmas present is from his brother. Why he opens it, I don't know, because obviously his brother is batshit crazy. And I think they probably, this goes along with it being kind of confusing because there were no less than 3 directors. So the ending seems kind of tacked on, like maybe they didn't know where to go at the end of the movie. With Inspector Harris opening the gift from his brother, and it's a music box, and he lets it play for a little bit, and then it blows up. But we don't find out if Inspector Harris dies or he's just injured. Oh, Jennifer, I've seen that, Carlos. I think I have it on DVD. And I want to say I maybe I bought it that from a video store or something. I don't know. I can't remember exactly where I got it, but I think I do have it on DVD. But you're right, I have not seen it on any streaming platforms. But I do want to give Hope a chance to get at least to the credit sequence. But if anybody has any questions, about this movie or about any upcoming programming I've got, if you got any questions for me and Hope before we call it a night on here, feel free.
That was good.
You enjoyed that one, Hope?
Oh yeah.
Hope's going to want to run out and buy that. And then David's going to say, "Why'd you buy this piece of crap?" I mean, that's what Steve asks me sometimes. He's like, "Oh, Lord, Dana, why'd you buy that?" So you think this is going to be one that you'd want to buy, Hope?
Oh yeah.
All of it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I definitely want to buy it.
I doubt it, Carlos. I don't think, I really don't think Stephen King's that anal about stuff being similar to his work. So it probably wasn't that. It may be that these streaming services just can't get the rights to the movie Jennifer. I think if Stephen King was going to say anything, he probably would have said something a long time ago when it came out. But I guess if nobody's got any questions or anything, I guess me and Hope will tie this up for the night. But I do want to thank Hope for being on here with me for this watch along for Don't Open Till Christmas. These things are always a lot more fun if I have at least one person on here with me, and Hope's usually always a game for these things, so I can always count on her. Um, and I want to thank Carlos and the poet, Gory Tiger, Stacy, my dear husband, for being in here at different points and times and keeping us company in the chat. And for those people that maybe didn't get to join us live, maybe you're wrapping Christmas presents, maybe you're on the road to visit family for Christmas. But for those of you that will watch it on the replay, I thank you as well. And happy holidays to you too, Carlos. But me and Hope are off like a couple of dirty shirts. Our shirts ain't dirty, but we're off like a couple of them. And Hope was in her nightgown, so she doesn't have a dirty nightgown either, folks. So, anyways, and I want to remind everybody, as I always do before we get off of here for the night, to be kind to one another and blaze that trail. And also, I'm going to spread this message that's good at any time of the year, but especially around the holidays. If you've been having some disagreements with friends or family members, now is a great time to reach back out, especially if you told somebody, in anger or whatever. I don't want to hear from you again. Do not reach out to me. You be that person that reaches out, because like my good friend Candace always says, no one is promised a tomorrow. And when our time here on this earth is over, I don't want any of us to have any regrets, folks. Time is too short. Sometimes we think we have all the time in the world to possibly make amends, and you turn around and that time's gone. So just something to think about, not trying to make anybody feel guilty. But also, if you love Ozzy as much as me and Hope do, get out there and blast some Ozzy. And I just lost Hope. Get out there and blast some Ozzy, because I tell you, I like to listen to Ozzy at any point in time. But if I'm feeling bad, if I put on a little Ozzy, it always makes me feel better. And if you're not a fan of Ozzy, put on some music that you do enjoy. And I'm sure it'll get you to feeling better, get your toes tapping, get you singing and dancing all over your kitchen like I was doing the other day, and making you feel a lot better. And I guess I'll go ahead and call it a night. And I hope that Hope got to do and say all she wanted to say on here. But I'm going to call it a night. And I love each and every one of you guys and gals out there. If I don't talk to you via YouTube before Christmas and before New Year's, you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, folks. And I'll see everybody next time.